Good. Looking forward to a fun race here. Two good players. First round of Swiss, we got Goomba versus Shadyforce. That's going to be a good one.
If I was either one of these runners, I'd be really disappointed in my week 1 matchup. Like they're both so good, and then Crosskeys is so volatile. Like you want every advantage you can, but like they're not really going to be an execution advantage between these guys.
No, they're both very good. Both had good tournament runs in the most recent main tournament. So it's gonna be interesting.
Goomba, I think especially has like a kind of a reputation for making really good decisions in entrance rando.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is Goomba just has a really what's the word, like he's just good at this game.
He is good at this game.
It's not just an entrance rando thing. Like Goomba's always such a strong player. Shadyforce as well. But anything can happen in Crosskeys.
Yeah, all it takes is one entrance with that one needed item that one player misses.
Yeah, like Ice Rod and Magic Bat behind Agatu, and you climb without the hookshot or something.
What is this? A casual first-time run with that lamp sitting there right in Link's house? You don't even get it there in NMG.
All right, well, we got Goomba doing a more traditional meta start here with the Houlihan opener. He's going to fake flipper over to the potion shop, check that entrance, and then fake flipper once more to the North Fairy Cave, the useless fairy, to check that, and then Houlihan. Shadyforce saying, you know what, let's just get some bombs. 50-50 bushes, let's go. Wow, 3 bombs in 4 bushes. That's never
really
happened for me, ever.
Nope,
not even one time.
Definitely not. Paradox Cave. Well, good to know where that is. Can't do anything with it right now without a mirror. Not in logic to go that way, I don't believe.
No, definitely not. I call that the bottom entrance, but I think it's technically the middle entrance.
Yeah, it's hard to say which.
It's the bottom when you're inside, and it's the middle when you're outside. But I guess because it's
Paradox
it's Crosskeys, so we gotta look at the inside.
Useless fairy, and that's a big key. I'm sure we're gonna want that.
Yeah, the big downside to the opener that Goomba chose is if you happen to find something bomb locked before you had the chance to Houlihan and buy bombs or something.
Yep.
Oh look, bombs.
There's some bombs. It's a Thieves Town big key, probably a necessary one. I mean, Thieves could be a pendant. We might not need to go back there. But definitely like to see those big keys to dungeons that absolutely need a big key to finish. Oh, Hype Cave. Oh my.
Yeah, Hype Cave definitely nice to find early.
Turtle Rock Small. Swamp Map. Skullwood Small. And Money.
I feel like this is a running theme in Crosskeys Seeds where like these really nice 5 items entrances are all like, oh, that's not very good.
Yeah, I mean the Turtle Rock Small is nice, but you actually can get around a lot of the small keys in Turtle Rock just by going up from Laser Bridge or from one of the non-standard entrances or entrance.
Yeah. I mean there's like logical implications for the keys, which can sometimes be useful, but. Or sometimes you might even be forced to go forwards, like because the entrances are locked by other things.
And it's also nice. The Skullwood Small Key will be nice if we find the back entrance of it before and are able to clear it before doing the Dark World part of Skullwood, since you do need a small key to get in there. So yeah, it could be useful.
That was the back of the Old Man Cave, the Mountain Cave in Kakariko at the Chicken House. Not like the fastest possible way ever to get to Kakariko, but given our current information, it's not going to be that bad to get later. Just a couple screen transitions, suddenly Kak.
Yeah, so weird to have that lamp this early. Also really nice to have that lamp this early. Don't have to mark those cave entrances as dark, and then you go back to them later.
Shadyforce taking the quick race game connector. But the other side's also in Kakariko.
That's always funny. And Meyer small keys are pretty worthless, so it can change up your routing, but if you're gonna get a small key, it's not the one you really want to see.
Yeah, you want like one to make the routing a little nicer, and other than that, they're not very helpful. And you don't even need the one; it's just nice.
I mean, there are logical implications, and if I'm not mistaken, the fire lock side needs 3 to be in logic, but that's not going to stop anyone from checking it.
Yeah, the thing with the logical implications is it only matters when you're sequence breaking something that you actually still want to find.
Yeah.
But like if I'm only skipping a Meyer key, I don't really care. But
no,
like,
exactly.
If I found all my Meyer keys by sequence breaking the hook shot, maybe I care.
Okay, small key Tower of Hera. Let's see where Sanctuary spits this out.
Oh, I was hoping.
Oh, that's so vanilla.
I know. I wanted the pyramid. That would have been more interesting.
It would be.
I mean, it's horrible for the runners, but it's interesting for us.
Okay, gonna get some Lost Woods checking and some more. Looks like Goomba gonna. Another one of those Death Mountain Dark Room connectors. Doesn't want to follow it.
Yeah, that was DM Descent bottom. Also known as the Big, Long, Slanted Cave.
Yeah, it works.
Shadyforce getting those small magics off the bush crab. He doesn't know about the tier 1 pull. Probably see Goomba go back in and get 4 more bombs there. Yeah, there.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Early on,
he doesn't know about the 10 bombs in
no,
Checkerboard
he doesn't.
Cave.
Oh, we're gonna see what Lumberjack is. Oh, we're gonna actually see the item, which is nice. So we'll know whether, we'll hopefully know whether we have to do.
No.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to have there. Okay, well, I'm guessing
it's pretty unlikely. It's pretty unlikely that our runners are going to kill Aga just for a sword, but.
Well,
if
the
situation arises, maybe like sword go mode or something.
I think we're gonna at most end up on Tempered Sword here.
I mean, it's also possible like you have to kill Aga for some other reason, like Dark World access, but that's really rare in Crosskeys.
I don't think I've never played one where Aga is required for Dark World access. I do know it's possible.
I've had a seed where you had to kill Aga for getting rid of the barrier on Aga Tower.
Oh, that's another interesting, unusual one.
But it wasn't interesting in the seed I played because I had killed him for the Lumberjack drop anyway.
Okay.
And it was like, wait a minute, why is the barrier gone? Oh, wait, that was required.
Was it at least an interesting entrance?
Yeah, it was something required. Like it was required to do that. I had killed him for a different reason entirely.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be a small key of unknown shovel, powder, mushroom. Are all our favorites.
Always assume it's the swamp small key and the pod big key.
Yep.
See that on the Highway Island? Obviously the swamp small key.
Of course.
Bumper Cave.
Bumper Cave is a weird one. I almost always end up seeing both halves before I actually have the cape to do it.
Yeah, that's not too uncommon. The entrance of Bumper Cave that he found, though, is actually the top side, the back. So he can go through that with the cape or the hook shot.
Yep.
And the logic does consider that you can be required to go through Bumper Cave with no cape. There was a very, very memorable speed gaming race where like half the runners had to forfeit because they didn't know that you could do that.
Ouch. We did see
I was one of those runners.
Oh no, we learned. We did see the front of Turtle Rock there. So that's the second Turtle Rock entrance we've seen. Can't do anything with that until a Canis Mario. Oh, that's a good and bad. Oh, and it's not even a useful small key. The really bad thing about that is we don't have a mirror to check the other entrance, so gonna have to come back here later, probably.
It couldn't be useful because we could pick it up.
Oh, there you go. Especially this early.
Oh, ooh, Shadyforce. Then Octorok went exactly the wrong direction. Yeah, it's still access to the Dark World. If nothing else, we may end up going back there just to bunny walk.
Yeah, and that drop is always a little scary. You want to make sure you don't get hit by those murderdactyls.
Money has been pretty light this sea. Shadyforce didn't do the Houlihan. He was only found like 80 rupees.
Looks like it's gonna do a little bit of farming here.
Yeah, I imagine Bottle Merchant, he was unable to do that when he was here before. Alright, he's gonna go to one more entrance here over at Flute Spot 5. I think it's called like Long Fairy Cave or something. It is called Flute Spot 5. But there is an Octorok. There's an Octorok right at the entrance, and sometimes he's really rude, and he can't afford to get hit. Yep, that's pretty rude. Just standing there. Is this not the worst? Okay, he was nice on the third movement.
Okay, anything interesting in here? Probably not.
Oh,
this is interesting. This is interesting.
Show Tracy.
Green Pendant and Mire. Well, let's see how interesting this is. That's not interesting. That's really interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
That's really interesting. That Moon Pearl is really now you might.
I mean, yeah, you go back to that connector,
yeah, just
right?
go back to that. Yeah, go back into the Dark World. You can do stuff. If Goomba heads over to that area as well.
I would assume so. Like in the beginning of the seed, like you have three main areas, right? You have the west and north, like Lost Woods and Kakariko, and then you have the east area, which is over here at Sahasrarlo's Hut and Eastern, and then you have the South Shore. Yep. But South Shore has two glove lock entrances, and it's like really far from Iceheart Cave all the way to Venus Cave. You know.
Yep.
So typically, like you have to make a choice between those three. Like you put that one off for later.
Unless you have a glove, or
unless you have a glove. Oh, Shadyforce taking.
What did I say about that murderdactyl? Oh, poor Shady. Yeah, that murderdactyl is just waiting for you to jump.
So
down.
there's a trick to not getting hit right there. You just have to hold left. If you hold directly left, the burb will not touch you. It's like just the smallest hesitation, and burp, you get you.
Okay, we get to see more drop downs. Oh, how very vanilla. Did we already see this on Goomba's side? Either way, it's the. Yeah, I think we did see this. So what drop downs have we not seen? Because I'm starting to sense a vanilla Ganon.
Ganon, and the well.
I thought we have. Oh no, those are both bad. Because at this point, I think I'd rather it just be a vanilla Ganon than have to be like, okay, the climb now gives me 9 items instead of 4.
That's right? Kakariko Well and Ganon. Or did we find Ganon?
No, Renato saying Ganon at Magic Bat. I don't know if I don't recall if we saw that or not.
I'm just talking. I'm not actually watching.
Apparently Goomba checked it while probably we were looking at Shady.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely well at Agatu then.
I'm telling you, that's worse. Like if it's Ganon, then you have to do it, and you know your opponent has to do it. Now, if it's the well, now it's the okay. I'm gonna do the climb. It's 9 items.
Like if I have the big key and the ability to do the full climb, and I know it's the well, I'm just gonna do it, right?
Yeah, but if it's nothing, that sucks.
Yeah, but if it's nothing, I probably imagine my opponent also did it because it's Kakariko Well for them too.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. And Shady getting his Thieves Town big key. kind of a good and bad thing. So when you find Thieves Town, you'll be able to clear it. The bad news, of course, is that, of course, right now we need a weapon for that. But a little scary when you don't have that small key or the hammer. You still could orphan that one chest. And we're getting the bad news that one of your swords is AGA 1 locked.
That's so unfortunate.
We'll probably end up on tempered anyway. It feels like by the time you get... Like my experience on Crosskeys is very much of the... having to do a lot of really tough stuff early and very low percent, but then by the end you've just got everything. Well, in this case everything will not include a gold sword, but might include everything else.
Yeah, typically. I mean, like 90% of the time I have like big key go mode. I find all the other big keys first. It's just it's just key sandy in general. It's not even entrance random.
Well, at least we won't have to be looking for that castle tower small key. That's worse. That's so much worse.
Goomba took the blind drop, hoping it was the bad news.
And it's the it's that one other the useless.
I think that was
drop.
his last drop, so he knew it had to be here or at Ganon.
Yeah, I mean, once you know where Ganon is, it's reasonable to drop into the drop, so you know you're not gonna... Yeah, there's that Ganon drop. You know you're not gonna have to save and quit out of a Ganon fight that you can't do. There's the Smiths that we may or may not see later.
Vanilla Smiths.
Was it? Yeah, I think
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay, now time to start taking these dark connectors, it looks like. This one in particular is hard to do without a lamp, so...
Ooh, that's actually super nice. Get these 3 faraway entrances taken care of, and the glove-locked one was the exit. Desert
right,
Swamp.
Yeah, that's a terrible place for the bomb shop if you actually have to go there to get the bomb.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not so bad if you have, like, the flute, but yeah, you can be required to walk the whole way. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. I have to do this with bombs. Plenty of bombs, though.
Yeah, until you have a weapon, having a lot of bombs in case you find this is really good.
Hey, a weapon!
A pod small key. That's our first pod small key. Our first of many. And a big key to pod.
Ooh. Well, since we have the pod big key now, if we find an in plain sight big key, it's clearly for Eastern, which is the next worst big key to be.
Yeah, definitely a bad one. Okay, meanwhile, Shady is going to do those dark roll checks. And Goomba going to check out Turtle Rock.
Yeah, kind of an early dive on this, because he doesn't really have a clean way to deal with the Pokey to get the key. He could just not get the key, and because he has one key to go through the entrance, but...
Yeah, there is an item there that he probably wants to get, but Pokeys with Cane of Samaria and bombs as your only weapon is not fun.
Lava Chest that he's headed to right now is absolutely not anywhere close to being in logic.
He's just going to do it anyway.
It's on the way to the Chain Chomp chest, which is.
Yep. And nice to get that Chain Chomps out of the way early if you can, but it's a...
Shady took another death in the Dark World.
Overworld. That's not good.
Man, where are all the hearts in this seed?
I know, right? Okay. Goomba's got to be very careful here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take jobs, please.
He's guarding the chest. Oh, that was
just arrows. And then you just walk into the Chain Chomp because now just kill me, please.
That was a bold move to go for that chest open. That was very close to the Chain Chomp.
Oh wait, I don't think this bomb jump's in logic, so that's not.
No. It's in logic because he could go up, left, and then down. But doing the
because
bomb
he has
jump
K.
means
Never mind. Yeah,
yeah,
he's got the K.
doing the bomb jump means he doesn't have to kill 2 Pokies.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
And another glove locked entrance to right off. That's very, very friendly. Not as friendly as like finding the glove, but it's still pretty friendly.
I believe that was Super Bunny K. That's a one-way connector from that entrance, so probably going to come back to that after he checks.
Agina,
I guess, yeah, Agina, and I guess he could check the Desert Ledge item. Meanwhile,
yeah, he could.
I
wouldn't expect him to check Desert Ledge here though, because I mean maybe with boots you'd run over there, but not even going to go through Super Bunny.
That surprises me because
Well, Goomba hasn't been through the Dark World connector over at the hospital site yet.
Well, he went through and then didn't.
Yeah, he knows it's there, so he's like, well, I got better connectors to do.
Or he can go
he can just
south.
route it this way. Like he can go Mini Moldrum Cave back over to the dam and then continue.
Yeah,
west.
okay, yeah, that's a can get a whole bunch of stuff at the same time.
Give me bombs.
He had 6, so I'm not sure he really needed to buy bombs, but it never hurts when you don't have good weapons to have extra bombs.
Yeah, Samaria only takes you so far. More shops. Alright, it's starting to look pretty clear that what we need's in the Dark World.
Yeah, it sure does look that way. Unless it's Super Bunny.
Yeah, there's 2 items in Super Bunny, and then it's also a connector. So it might take us somewhere fun.
And we have to do this a slow way, because no hook shot or mirror to clip or delete blocks. Like Shady's gonna head over that direction as well. Let's see if he chooses to do Super Bunny before or after Agina.
Well, I mean, Shadyforce has already been through the Bumper Cave connector, or the connector that leads you to the Bumper Cave entrance, twice. I don't think he wants to go back. So when he sees this, connector, I imagine he's going to be pretty stoked that it might lead somewhere good. And
one of what I like to call a fetch quest, Big Key, although logically, you'll figure it out. Logically, that Ice Palace Big Key is required, but we skip it all the time. It's good to have those fetch quest Big Keys before you actually go in the dungeon, because nothing worse than finding them after you've full cleared the rest of it.
So our Super Bunny connector takes us to the Hype Cave entrance, where we immediately find Hyrule Castle. So logically, Hyrule Castle is just 2 checks for us here, but we are going to do all 4.
Yeah, until you find that small key or have access to the back.
Yeah, it's not really a concern unless you have like Lumberjack or Ganon Drop Sanctuary. But logically, you would need the Hyrule Castle small key to get past that first room there. So anything past the map chest is out of logic without it.
And that's because you could use that key to get to the back instead and lock something else out.
Yeah, which you would typically only do if you couldn't reach the back some other way, like dropping down to it.
Yep.
Where did we have Sanctuary? This glove locked. Yeah, it was vanilla.
Yeah, it's vanilla. Yeah, I was gonna say, because if it's the Ganon drop or if it's the Lumberjack drop, then you might steal a key. You might save scum this so you can steal that key to get to the back, because no one wants to kill either Aga just to do the back of escape.
And Shadyforce made his way here. I believe he skipped the Agina's Cave entrance.
Yeah, I don't think he went there.
I love how the pots change because he's in the Dark World.
Yeah, speaking of being in the Dark World, if and when we go to Dark Cross, we're going to see some very, very healthy, strong rats. Oh, nice.
A sword!
Yay!
Well, I think with the sword, I imagine he's probably gonna go to the back here, or to go to Dark Cross.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to.
He may opt not to, just because the rats are rude, like you say, but like you have a lamp and a sword, it's not that bad.
Oh, and he could check an entrance, and if it's a light world entrance, then the rats go back to normal. But
yeah, it's possible. It's risky. Yeah,
it's risky because you could end up in a bonk rocks or just a cave where you have to lift a rock, and then you're just. Oh yeah, that's another good one.
TR, any glove lock entrance. But yes, the rats in the Dark World are they turn into crickets, like you find in Easttown, and crickets do 2 hearts of damage on green mail. They hurt.
They really do. All that for 10 arrows.
It does make death warping easier, though.
It does do that. Okay, now check the other entrances. We haven't seen Death Mountain yet, so I wonder if we're going to see that here. See?
Nope.
Exactly.
No!
And poor Shady, I don't think he did the Dark Cross, but he may just wait till later. He won't be missing anything if he doesn't do it now.
Hey, you know what? Now we don't have to check King's Tomb later.
No, we don't.
That's a win in my book.
Would have been better if we could have gone through the other exit to see where that goes, and then seen that, but you know.
Alright, well the sword is pretty fantastic. The big thing the sword does for us at the moment, though, is I can defend myself. So those Dark World enemies that killed Shady twice before, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with them.
And Goomba now going to check the one thing he can from the front of Turtle Rock. Without a fire rod, this is all he can do, but it could be something good. Or it could just be a map, which, you know, we could find out what desert is. We haven't seen a map check yet from anyone, so...
Alright, we're
going to go into Skull Woods.
Front of Skull.
Let's see. Hopefully we don't get the bad entrance layout for this, where you have to do a drop down just to get to the front, and then get stuck.
Yeah, that is super annoying.
It's nice to have Kane Samari here, though.
I would imagine he wouldn't do it at this point, because like we don't even have the fire rod yet, or the big key. So like you're only getting some of the front, and then you're stuck.
And unlike the regular rando, the pinball room dropdown is still always a small key.
Yeah, so it's even one less item than what you'd expect. And it is the bad layout. Okay, so what's happening here is the front entrance that normally has the big chest of Skullwoods is the back entrance. And so the only way to reach it is to either come out the boss entrance through a connector, or to drop in one of those holes until you find the one that leads to the front. But once you do that, you're stuck unless you got super lucky and the drop in the back leads back to the middle in the front. My head hurts.
Yeah, what is it? 4 drop downs total, and there's one of them leads to the middle, and the other 3 lead to the back of different quality. You know, if you get the one into the pinball room, now you're forced to use that small key to get out of there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal for them though, because they had found a small key already.
Yeah, that's right. Another shop for Goomba.
Yeah, but not as surprising that Shadyforce is foregoing doing the back right now.
You want to do that as an end game. If you're already planning on saving and quitting after you're done with that, then yeah, drop down and grab the items and go.
Like, I'd do it if I was bunny walking, because I don't feel like bunny walking. It'd be that's a nice excuse to save and quit and go back to doing
do some bunny revival. Yeah, bunny revival, not in logic, but kind of fun to do when you find a dungeon in the Dark World before you have Moon Pearl.
We got bullied by that red guard. He can death warp in here though, if he wants to get the hearts back, or just go down to the potion shop.
Yeah.
Or find a bunch of hearts from the bars.
No mushroom yet turned in to get the item there, but you want to remember where that is so that when you do find that mushroom. Not sure. Looked like Shady was checking on the smith. Can't get that yet.
There's a cardinal rule of Crosskeys. When you find the mushroom, you need to turn it in as soon as you possibly can. Unless it's nothing, and then you don't have to do that.
Yeah, we did find Thieves Town, so I do expect Shady and when Goomba finds this both to full clear this. It is a dungeon that we can beat. Technically not in well, no, we have a Cane of Samaria, so logically, if you're going to do this now, you're supposed to use the Cane of Samaria, but fortunately we have that not in logic sword to do it instead. 3 hearts blind, though, not the most fun fight in the world.
We don't have the Thieves Small.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right, so without the Thieves Small, the boss and the attic are considered out of logic.
Yep, that's right.
But annoyingly, the maiden cell, blind cell, is in logic and could in fact be the vanilla small key.
Ice Palace Small.
Another
one of those optional small key.
The Thieves Small is often seen similarly to like the Ice Palace big key, or like the Swamp big key or the Skull big key. But it's a little different because there's much bigger logical implications for the Thieves Town Small than for the Skullwoods Big, because the Skullwoods Big only unlocks his big chest and that's it, nothing else. But the Thieves Town Small unlocks like multiple items and the boss. So you're a lot more likely to find the Thieves Small if you leave now and come back later than like the Skull Big or the Swamp Big. And
we did get a 4th heart for Shady there, so.
But it's hard to pass up on on items right now because we got nothing. And at least it's a boss you can kill and hopefully never have to come back.
And hopefully it's even a crystal, which we don't know. Looks like Goomba also finding Thieves Town, probably gonna do the same.
No, got bodied right away.
Yeah, and of course we're in the Dark World, so everything hits normal. It's kind of nice that when you find this in the Light World and suddenly those crickets don't hurt. Because they become rats.
I mean, even rat damage starts to pile up when you only got 3 hearts to your name.
That's true.
Alright, taking it safe in the spike room there. Was Shadyforce. You can do a little stairlight cancel to make it through the spikes on the first cycle without boots, but if you mess up, you get hit, and that hurts.
So the one nice thing about that Ice Palace small key now is if we do find Ice Palace, we do have, and we get something to enter Ice Palace twist, since we don't have a Bombos or a Fire Rod at the moment. It makes Icebreaker safe to do. If we don't have a hammer or glove, which we don't have either one of, Icebreaker will most likely in Key Sanity just leave you locked in the spike room. With the small key, we don't have to worry about that.
There's a small key under the... Oh, you need a glove, right.
Yeah, and a hammer. Glove and hammer.
And in logic is the glove!
There is a glove.
Alright, so very likely the game required you to come down here out of logic to get that glove. Wow.
Game queen.
They have so few things left to do, though. It's not really surprising that they both decided to do this.
No, not at all.
But we can go back the faster way. Sweet.
Yay.
So what does the glove do for us? There's...
entrances that we have.
There's 2 entrances at the north, and one in the Light World, one in the Dark World.
Yep.
The back of Escape is unlocked with a glove.
Yep, because of our sanctuary location.
That's all I can remember. Because we saw the 2. Yeah, we saw the 2 South Shore glove locked entrances already. I'm getting a little off script here, Shady. He doesn't have a ton of hearts to power through. Nicely done.
And a compass.
So my favorite thing about the blind script... Oh, there's that stairlight cancel I was talking about for Goomba. But what was I going to say? My favorite thing about the blind script is how when you screw up, the boss is still probably almost dead, and you can usually just just slash wildly to finish the fight. You don't have to be perfect the whole time in order to gain an advantage.
Better. Alright, big game. Gonna give us an item.
Oh, I was hoping so bad for it to be the Thieves' Town small key or something.
Oh, that'd be so rude.
Oh, they wouldn't have the hammer anyway, I guess.
Well, then we could put the hammer on Stumpy and then be really rude. Take a bunch of entrances we're not going to be able to check. No mirror for K45, no boots for the Bog Rocks near the Dark Link's house. I guess the bomb shop, either way.
Yeah, they'll do bomb shop here and then the Hylia's shop.
Okay, Goomba's turn for the blind fight. Bomb shop is useless. So you have 4 bottles, a net, and you really like to have berries in your bottles.
Not unless I have a mirror. Nicely done from Goomba.
Yeah, very nice. And library, but it has nothing we care about, so not going to come back for that piece of heart later.
It's the library. Not too sure. Oh, we're gonna get to see the third Hyrule Castle connector. Oh, I think Shady has Dark Cross to do as well. He might do it here. Shadyforce.
Muscle memory is a thing.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go to Dark Cross, and typically in a non-entrance seed, you walk in the center of Hyrule Castle and walk north to get to Dark Cross.
Oh, there's that too, yeah.
But that entrance was the left one, so when you walk north, it was not the way to Dark Cross.
He's got 5 hearts to survive these evil rats, so
no, he won't even take damage, I bet.
No, probably not. Until he wants to Death Warp, and then it'll be nice and quick.
Look at that. Look, nice friendly ropes. Big opening, just got right out of the way. Oh, and only one spawned in the center path.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What luck. Yeah, Death Warp here.
Okay, now we get to see this other entrance. Death Mountain? We haven't seen it yet. It's gotta come soon, at some point.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to be from one of those glove-locked entrances.
Yeah, it's a good possibility as well.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
And we're even on the west side, so a whole bunch of entrances we can do. We can find the old man cave, rescue him, get a new entrance, and we can see a useless cave there with the little tree hint guy.
If we find something good up here, it might mean that whole adventure to get the glove out of thieves was premature.
Yeah.
But as long as both runners do the same things, like, it doesn't really matter if it was better or worse than something else that could have been done. But when you're trying to get, like, oh, nice. Mountain cave on the... Oh my god, and they found the back of the mountain cave. They've had access to this that whole time.
Oh, wow.
Oh
With
my
the lamp,
God.
yeah, I totally had access to it.
Neither of them did that connector.
Nope. Oh, hello, hook.
hello.
Oh, I could have
I
had
could
that
have
way
had the
earlier.
hook shot for
Oh.
how long?
And of course, when you're running one of these, you assume that your opponent has had
Yeah,
that.
right. That's what I was gonna say. Is like when you're trying to get in like the mind of the runners and see how they're thinking, you have to remember they don't have any information on how the other guy's doing. So when I make decision A and then I realize decision B would have been so much better, it's hard not to think, oh well, my opponent obviously made the better play, and I'm super far behind.
If the old man has anything for us.
Josh Shamamsh.
The house. With more bombs. Was it Goomba that bought the bombs? I'm glad he's real happy he got those now. Oh, 603 rupees is plenty for anything you might want to do at this point. Oh, and with that hook shot, we can even get to the east. I don't think Shady's checked all the entrances on the west yet. We can come back, it's fine.
Has he not?
I feel like the second drop down, the two little ledges, the one that we always do and the one that we never do in normal.
Oh, maybe.
And we find another connector. But we'll come back.
I think I'd consider taking that one because there's fairies through there.
Fairies, yeah. Or you could just get the fairies and come back out. I mean, that's also an option. And we see the upgrade fairy, so we're gonna grab some extra bombs, grab some extra arrows. Nothing wrong with that, except
he did a little hesitation there. I was weird. Like, I'm not sure if maybe he didn't realize what it was until he got far enough into the cave, or maybe he thought it was shop sanity and he wanted to see what the items were. Oh, hi,
I did not see where Goomba went in, but that is
this is
Mystery
Spike Cave entrance.
Ah.
This is Spectacle Rock Cave for Shadyforce. This leads to an item.
So we can do, 6 checks here? No big key for the big chest,
right.
Of course. Which means we also can't go beat the boss. But, hey, 4 hearts, Nobo, Fighter Sword, that's not really a viddy I'd want to do, so that's fine. Maybe Goomba would feel a little differently, but as good as he is, I don't think there's any runner that would want to do this fight.
No, you don't mind doing this double dip of Meyer. It's coming here when you're missing like fire or something. That feels really bad.
And it's green pendant anyway, so we might never have to kill Viddy. Oh, blue mail's nice. And we found the... Oh, no, that's Meyer shed. Oof.
Oh, no!
Shadyforce. Well, the spark was not in the normal spot, so...
Was he broken? He got a broken spark and just wasn't noticing it, I guess.
I think so. Wait, he could have gone right back to the mountain. They both rescued the old man, so he could have gone there. I guess he wants to do back of escape. So
yeah.
That makes sense. What do we got here? Piece of heart, 50 rupees, 50 rupees. Nothing earth-shattering there. If Zora becomes a thing, having that extra 100 rupees will be good for Shady, but otherwise, not really that interesting. He's gonna go back here, though. Let's see where he goes. Well, he's got a couple of glove entrances he can do here.
Well, one. The other one's on the dark world.
Yeah, the other one's the dark. Well, he can do the one. 2 hearts in a wizard room is never fun on green mail.
Stun prize. Oh,
heart stun prize. That's a nice stun prize. Another ooh, Sankart. Actually, that's a really good time for Sankart. I guess he's got one more. Yeah, one more check over here. No, he's got the front too. Wants to have the health to be able to do the spike room. Probably does that last.
Wait, it's only 3 hearts.
Yeah, he's only got 6.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna hurt you.
Big key to Skull.
He wants to do the bridge chest last because it's the farthest one out of the way. So we can like save and quit from it, I guess.
Yeah,
or
that
death
makes
warp.
sense.
Oh yeah, death warp from it. Oh, well, don't die on the way.
No, you don't. No, don't do that. I'd be a chicken and do the spike one last, just to, death warp right after getting the item.
Oh, found Hookshot Cave.
Ooh, it's always nice to find Hookshot Cave when you actually have the hookshot. Especially when it has nothing in it. So rupees and another ice small key.
Where was Hookshot Cave?
I did not see where the entrance was. But we'll see where the other side is. Useless exit.
So annoying.
At least you can go back in that one if you want.
Oh, he hasn't seen a key escape yet.
Oh, this is convenient for him then. So I think between the two of them, we might have seen most, if not all, of the Death Mountain entrances. We didn't. There's still some Death Mountain entrances we have not gotten to. Goomba also wants to see the crap that is in the back of Escape.
Oh, Blind's hideout was Hookshot Cave. They found that in Kakariko and just didn't go through it.
Ah. Yeah, in Kakariko with so many entrances, sometimes you don't want to go and do all of them right away when you see a connector, because you want to kind of check out the rest of the entrance before.
Yeah, it's really weighted against like how long it takes you to get back. It's like if I have a save and quit point that's in Kakariko, maybe I don't feel as bad about taking a connector.
And Goomba gonna go right back to the mountain.
Yeah, he hasn't been over to these eastern ones yet.
Shady gonna check out Turtle Rock. See if he tries to kill the Pokey, or if he just goes up to Chain Chomps.
I mean, Fighter Sword's a little easier than Samaria, but
it's better. It is better.
I think he's probably better off just leaving that key for later if he needs it. No, he's gonna go for it.
He's gonna go for it.
It's just really awkward chasing him down because it takes so many spins. And you're trapped. You're trapped in there with the antiberries.
Well, and there's come the skulls. Those guys hurt. Okay, got the key. Let's go.
Goomba, just let me over there. Come on. I just want to go to these entrances.
Dead rocks. Always a pain. That gets his blue mail. Chain Chomp's still scary on blue mail for Shady, though. Alright, gets his arrows. Would keep going to get the one chest. We'll have to use an extra key for it, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's doing this instead of just coming to the front later. Because he found it for sure.
I thought he found it.
Because that's just a key you never have to spend since he found this entrance.
Yep.
Probably not the end of the world. I mean, like, there's more keys to find later. But
yeah, odds are he's going to find it.
You feel real bad if it's like TR small key go mode or something.
Yeah. And good. Oh, maybe he hasn't seen the entrance because he looks like he's checking it.
Wasn't it just over at the eastern area?
Thought so. Yeah, right there. I thought he saw that.
Maybe he's... I don't know what he's doing anymore.
Well, if he tracks anything like I do, there's always something I forget.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was doing this specifically to get back to that connector where he got murdered by the Murderdactyl.
Yep.
But
not now.
Okay, it was a fast way to bumper cave.
Ah.
It's not. It would have been faster just to save and quit, but...
Now, in my case, it's usually Saha and the bomb shop are my worst ones to remember. Hey, that's a good place to be.
It's like a Murderdactyl free way to get to Village Backcast. Can't turn that down.
But heading back over to the west here.
Hey, wants to take this Fairy Ascension Cave connector.
Yeah, we haven't seen the connection here yet. We saw this cave. We didn't see where it goes. And it goes to... well...
Womp womp.
If we had a mirror, we'd get 2 extra entrances, but, no mirror, so...
A little bit of thinking on Goomba's side. Take an extra second to think about where he wants to go next. Looks like he's going to head through that bumper cave connector as well, maybe? Or head over to the... Yeah, okay, the Sahasrah's Hut connector.
Yeah, it looks like this might be back of front of so-called. Oh, that's not the drop you want to find.
Yeah, and this confirms that if you go to the back, you are stuck.
Yep. Yeah, that drop down, we never see that in a normal run, because there's absolutely no reason to ever drop down that one. Okay, this is the one you want more than anything, because you can actually get the items out of here on your way out pretty easily, as opposed to, say, the pinball room where you still have to go around.
Well, it looks like he's going to go back around a pinball anyway. It's not necessary, though, because he has so many keys for this dungeon.
Ooh, pod small. Podspawn number 2, which gets us a lot of that dungeon once we find it.
Okay, he remembered. It's always a small key. So it's not worth going to open it.
Yeah, if you don't have any small keys and you haven't grabbed the other one, I mean, sometimes it can be worth grabbing it, but he's got enough. There's no reason for him to grab it. Except there's one, did he not? He didn't go to the other chest to the right.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing. This is just going to be the pinball room or the big chest.
I mean, if it's the big chest, he doesn't have to bomb jump.
Yeah, it's just a big chest. He must have got the chest, right? He got the chest, surely.
I don't think he did. And he doesn't, when Goomba goes over there, yeah, in fact, he's there right now, he's got the big key, so he can actually do that. But no, he did not do that check. Goomba probably just do a bomb jump here. Yep.
Little spin setup there. And it's the Titans mitts. Okay, well, that's not so bad for Shady then that he skipped the chest, right? Because,
maybe?
I mean, it's... Well, okay, never mind.
Okay, that's bad. Especially considering we've already seen a sword that
all right,
we're not
hopefully...
getting.
Okay, so he's going to find, like, the big key.
Yeah, the big key.
And then he'll be like, oh my god, I have to go back. And then he'll go back and...
I mean, the myths...
Maybe he'll remember.
In Crosskeys may not be required at all.
Well, currently it's like, oh wow, that's so much nicer than the other ways I was getting to the Dark World.
Oh, for sure.
But that's also blacksmith and purple chest now.
Yep, I was gonna say those are the only items that are generally hard locked. I mean, there are times when you'll need the mitts for other things, like if this entrance is something.
This entrance.
Which is Ice Palace, but which we can't do anything with. So,
yeah.
I mean, there are other ways to get to that entrance, so we're still okay, you know. A little more concerned about the sword, or possibly we haven't seen a connector to the mire area, and it may be that we need the mitts for that connector, or for that area, if we see a flute somewhere. Also, we're going to see some Dark World entrances that we can't get to without mitts, and could be something here. Oh no, oh, Shady, no. Okay, could still be other ways to get here, but it's looking like those mitts might be required.
It's very, very close to certain that they're required.
It really looks that way. Goomba gonna buy more bombs. He just likes having bombs.
I mean, it's pretty bottlenecky, you know, like so much is being locked by this item that Shady was unable to get on his first trip that he's probably going to get bottlenecked into it pretty soon.
Yeah, and if he gets the big key beforehand, hopefully he'll go back there. The big key will take him back there, and he'll remember. It'd be really nice if he could get back there with a compass, to be honest. Compass is not that useful, but, you know, the compasses can sometimes tell you, oh, wait, I did miss an item in this dungeon.
If he just remembers that he skipped it, he might go back sooner rather than later because, you know, it's a little nicer having 2 items instead of 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, like, just a big key, and I just came from there.
I know.
Like, I'm going to do everything else before I have to do that. And it's a one-way trip, too, on top of everything else. And I don't have the fire rod to open that entrance.
Yeah, it's a lot of badness. And Goomba just gonna follow those mitts. Hammer Pig's another location that could require the mitts, but could just be a connector. Always nice to have proper Dark World access. Oh yeah, that's could be required.
Shady is going to the Meyer Big Chest. He does not have the Meyer Big Key.
Well, we get to see our favorite message.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Okay, if you haven't done that in Key Sandy mode, then you just haven't played enough Key Sandy.
It's just oh, if that's the Meyer Big Key, I would be so upset.
Yeah, oh yeah, because go all the way back around. But there's that Skullwood's big key, so hopefully he follows that. I did not see what was in the back there of Skullwoods for Goomba. He's just going to go finish this now. Not in logic. We don't have a fire rod, but we can do some bomb jumps to get over there with the lamp. They're not really that hard. The tricky part is not getting grabbed by the wall master. The rest of it's pretty easy. He's gonna bomb jump over here to light this torch.
Oh, he's not even gonna kill the Gyptos first.
I would kill the Gyptos.
I would always kill the Gyptos first.
Gonna fall down the hole, and then he's gonna go and light the rest of the torches with the lamp. On the plus side, he'll have more magic, but I'm not sure that helps considering we don't have anything. I mean, I guess you could use the cane on Moth.
Well, that was a lot faster than killing the Gyptos first.
Yeah, it was. Gonna grab that heart. Looks like he even went to hookshot it to hope for the extra heart heal. Four hearts, Master Sword. What could go wrong?
You could die. Come on, Tracy.
that is what could go wrong.
You could die.
I asked the question. You came up with the right answer.
Very nice.
You know, if you're Goomba and you have a hammer, you're fine. And a map to pot. We now have enough Dark World maps, and we might see an actual map check at some point. And it is a crystal, so that's always good.
So I'm of the belief that map checking is a bad idea in Crosskeys. Because you are, or in Key Sandy in general, you are most often restricted by what you have keys for rather than for where the pendants and crystals are. But if I know in advance that it's pendant pod, you know, it's really easy to convince yourself, well, I shouldn't go there then.
Yeah, that's
I'll
enough.
just not do that one because it's a pendant.
Mm-hmm.
So I like not knowing until it actually matters. Until I'm like, okay, well, I'm in go mode if this is a pendant. All right, now I know.
Yeah, I have definitely had go mode. A go mode check my map and see that such and such is the crystal, you know?
Shady splash deleting here.
Okay. With this money, I'm guessing this is... I was going to say I thought this would be a hobo play, because he's not got the money for Zora, but he might just want to check the entrance over here.
Yeah, you can check the entrance and then water walk back to Zora. Oh my god! That's so unlucky! What are the chances? Oh.
Okay, so I'm assuming he was
It's
still
not
in
even-
he was still in the fake flipper state and gets hit by a rat, so it's gonna be insta kill. But that's rough.
When you get hit in a fake flipper state, the game tries to put you back where you entered the fake flipper state, and if it's on another screen, in Randomizer, it just murders you. But it's so unlucky because there's so few entrances where there's an enemy that can hit you as you take a step in.
Yeah.
And then even that particular entrance, the rats had to move in front of it. Mm-hmm. They could have gone a different direction.
Well, we now know what that entrance is.
He
did go for another one? I don't...
He's gonna fake flipper, yeah.
I don't understand this without money for Zora. Unless
no, he might just be going to Hobo.
Yeah, I understand. For Hobo, yeah. I'm all over that.
Oh my... No, he's going back. What?
Does he see his rupee count? Unless he wants to go for the ledge item with another fake flipper. I guess with the cane, there's a lot of ancilla splash deletion you can do. And we don't know if we need that or not.
I guess Shady just... Yeah,
okay,
he thought he had
realized.
rupees. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize didn't have rupees. Oh man, this is. I can feel the frustration. Like all these little deaths and annoying misses.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, with the hammer, Goomba finds Pod, kind of a French vanilla pod. Only 2 keys, so there's a lot he can do, but a lot he can't do as well. We'll see if he wants to do any kind of mimic clipping. We don't have bottles or potions to do the camera unlock. Ape is nice. Not really needed, but nice. See where Shady heads. Kind of near Skullwoods. That's where he has to go, but walking away from it.
Is he going to Catfish? Yeah, it looks like he's going to Catfish.
Ooh, yeah, he could do that. We'll have to do a current jump. He's going to check.
Oh, he hasn't done this one yet. Oh, right, because he died earlier. It's the bottom of Spec Rock.
There's nothing there. I think they know where one of the top entrances is, so that's not a bad connector.
He is going to Catfish.
Going to Catfish. Well, he's got 13 bombs to do this. He should be fine.
Yeah, well, he could
run out of health first, but
yeah. So this
there
is just
no problem.
Yeah, it's just a screen transition fake flipper like we normally do, except that you're using your own bomb to push you right before the splash or right after the splash. Okay. Let me go to Catfish first.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that. I'm sure Shady doesn't really mind seeing that, like, because of all the things he has to do, getting 4 items out of Eastern doesn't seem all that bad.
It's not terrible.
But probably not.
A mushroom from Goomba.
Like, if he could have picked and choose what entrances to find, I don't think that's the one he would choose.
No. Now, Goomba's set for money with that 300. These checks right here are not in logic because we only have 2 pod small keys available, and these are all behind 6. Amazing how much you can do in pod with just 2 keys, though. There's Thieves Town small. Oof. Okay, hopefully we never have to worry about that.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely we're actually going to see that at any point.
Yeah, I think we're going to see... Well, we're going to see at least one more chest here from Goomba. We'll see if he decides to do a mimic clip afterwards.
I would have expected him, if he was going to do the mimic clip, he would have done it before going to the back.
Ooh, that's nice. Or he could just do it now. That fire rod's really nice, though.
No, he's going. Yeah, you're right.
Did he see Ice Palace? Because that makes that available, and for him, he can clear it.
Goomba is the one who found Ice Palace, yes. It was mid-locked.
Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's weird that he didn't do the Mimic Clip first. Maybe he's just not feeling very confident with it and thought maybe he'd have to give up on it.
Okay, first chest in Eastern with a Turtle Rock big key.
Because this could potentially lead to like the pod big key, and then he'd have to go all the way to the back again or something like that.
No, he still needs a bow and a small key, but yeah.
No, I'm into the big chest.
Oh, yeah, to the big chest. Good point.
That's why I thought if he was going to do Mimic Clip, he'd do it before going back there because of that possibility.
Blue Boomerang, second item in Eastern.
Oh, so anyone who's confused what's happening, we can explain the tech, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. I can
so
probably explain it better than I.
So mimics move when you move, right? And if we do tiny little one-frame movements, you can kind of like push him a little bit into the wall at a time. And if you do that enough times, he goes deep enough into the wall that he just kind of glides off screen. And the door, not being able to see the mimic anymore, assumes that you killed him and opens for you, thus bypassing the need for a bow.
Gets an ether out of it. We saw another pod small key out of Eastern from Shady. Goomba very likely ends up over in that area after doing the rest of this area. I kind of hate this area, especially without boots, because there's a whole bunch of entrances. They're all kind of far apart and through mazes and such. Gonna be an item. Ooh, that's King's Tomb. It's a compass. Oh, okay. Although, I mean, as far as compasses go, the Turtle Rock one isn't a bad one, because we so often clear it in little bits and pieces that it's not bad to be able to go in and say, okay, there's still things I'm missing in here.
TR small key at vanilla big key for Shadyforce. I don't think he found anything super helpful.
Well, he'll have one extra pod key when he gets down here, assuming that he keeps going into the pod area.
Yeah, that might. I mean, that's very easily could be a difference maker if there's something in like one of those single key chests.
Yep.
Ooh. It's kind of like this. The worst part about pod though is like you never have enough keys when you get there the first time, and you're always forced to like make a decision. Do I go for density or do I go for thoroughness? Do I save scum? Do I just skip something and hope it's nothing for the rest of the scene?
Yeah, it's kind of nice when pod is near a save quit spot, because then the save scum becomes much more compelling. Oh, that's the
damn
really
at pod.
Damn. So that's gonna open up swamp when we find it and have flippers.
Did Shady not do the dam?
I don't. He hasn't. No,
he's been in this area, hasn't he?
I don't think so. I don't think we've seen a connector to this area. Goomba not going to continue on to get Catfish and the Eastern entrance.
Yeah, he's going straight to Ice Palace.
Yeah, that's fair.
A dungeon I can full clear in logic?
Full clear,
yes,
logic,
please.
Yeah. All keys. I've got all the keys. I've got a fire rod. What more do I need? I've got Cane of Samaria to do Icebreaker. And there's Pod for Shady.
That little tracker pause.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, marking on my tracker. Okay.
Yeah, that's an important one. That cape. Okay. New checks over here on the Ice Palace side of things. Yeah, that's not exactly how you draw that up, but it sure did work well.
Yeah, no, he definitely made a mistake with the bomb placements, but they were close enough to kill all the Fen Gators.
Yeah, with the big key, really doesn't need to hit that switch, so. If you don't have the big key, you better go in and hit that switch, or else you're going to be really sad when you get to the end of the dungeon.
Yeah, if you're missing the big keys, Samaria, or small keys, you would want to hit the switch for sure. Oh, Fire Rod! Oh, that's right, the Fire Rod was in here. This is great for Shadyforce.
No, yeah,
Because that was
get him
like
back
the
to Skull
main.
Woods.
That was the main thing that he wanted to find before going back to Skull. So it definitely puts a lot more value on that. So he'll be able to get that. And then when he finds Ice Palace, he'll be able to full clear it on his first trip instead of having to make the return trip. So there's little time saves here that'll help him get back into this.
Yeah, I mean, can't really call anyone in the lead. I'd say at the moment Goomba has an advantage, but we're way too early. We still need way too many things, and still need to find a lot of. We haven't even seen any Desert Palace.
Yeah,
which is this hour in, we haven't even seen an entrance to.
We found the entrance to Desert.
We saw the back, right? We didn't.
House.
Oh, that's right. We found the back. We haven't seen any of the. We haven't seen any of the front, have we? In the main area.
We haven't gone through it, but we found the front entrance.
Okay. And Shady's just gonna do the mimic clip right away, so.
I always feel like this takes so long. I've seen people do it unbuffered, where you just kind of like run your fingers across, and it's like this done. You know.
Yeah, I've seen that too. It looks like magic.
I cannot do that. I go about the speed that Shady's doing, except it would take me much longer.
Okay, we got another fetch quest with that shovel. Ice Palace, I gotta say, is another one of those dungeons I actually really like having a compass for, because I can't count Ice Palace for some reason.
There we go, we got it. Good job.
See that Goomba's got 7 out of 8 items. Sad we don't have boots here, because there's a really nice key dash you can do in that room, assuming that the RNG lines up properly. Shady, meanwhile, setting up for the death warp, since he does not have a hammer to keep going.
I don't know how Mimic Clip was discovered. I imagine, because like in Randomizer, it's really common to see mimics just float off screen.
Yeah.
Like I imagine like something like that happened to somebody once. They like moved just the right way to notice that the mimic moved into the screen, and then wondered, I wonder if I can get him farther.
Yeah, hammer, cold stare.
I believe it was the only place people knew about it was for a long way was Mimics 1, where you could clip him into the block and set him out there. And it wasn't until later that we realized, wait, we can do it into the wall too. Oh yeah, Trinex confirming. Mirror Monk found it for Mimics 1.
So I'm gonna guess Shady probably uses the small key to do Harmless Hellway. It's pretty standard. Either that or we'll save it for the boss later, but at this point I think you want to get at least one more item out of here if you can. There will be other pod small keys. Typically you do this because it's just so much quicker to get the big key chest.
Yeah, I don't know what he'll do. I would spend the key on Harmless Hellway, like you said.
Yeah, I would.
And just assume that I'll find another key later. But, you know, like, making assumptions in rando, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, making assumptions of any runner.
Yeah, he's gonna save the key for Helma later, it looks like. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping he'd open it, because if it was something really good in there,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, it would take Goomba a long time to get back.
Yep.
Because when Goomba comes back, he's going to be thinking about spending keys on Helmasaur, not for going back to the Harmless LHS.
I'm expecting a death warp here.
Did we find anything interesting in Ice? Do you remember?
Nope. I didn't. Not that I can recall. Ice was blank. Fortunately, with the icebreaker, we can do it pretty quickly, so not a huge time loss there. And chances are, when Shady goes in there, he's gonna find, he's gonna full clear it as well.
For sure. All right, Goomba smartly turning in his mushroom. Although we already found the potion shop, I don't remember exactly where, but
as long as Goomba remembers where it is, we're fine.
Shady, don't hug the murder dactyls. Village of Outcast Brewery. Thank you, more guy. All right, so that's where Goomba will be heading right now, is because this connector takes him back to Village of Outcasts, and then probably go into Desert after, I would imagine, since we didn't go through it the first time.
No.
No keys for Desert, but we can still get one item, look at another, and see 2 entrances, which lead new places.
Oh, maybe we'll find one of those mire area or desert area entrances.
See, he turned in the mushroom, so the mushroom can't lead to anything good.
Of course not.
It's only if he forgot to do it that it would have been something good. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's how rando works. It does when I play.
Oh, he's getting purple chest.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he would go through Desert. I would have liked Desert better, personally. This is kind of a long trip. But I guess this leads to another connector.
Shady found his
Like
way
this
to the
is,
dam.
this
he
is
can
where
also
the Super Bunny Cave was, right?
Yeah, and he can check the actual dam item now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And it's 20 rupees.
Yeah.
He picks them up.
Well,
What do you need
1200 rupees is not enough.
Those rupees for? Come on. He's just trying to clear up some of the lag on that screen.
There you go.
Oh my god.
That's an item. Another one of those, maybe hard required, maybe not, but he can go to the mire area right now with that flute. And flute, if there are no connectors to the mire area, that flute could be very important. Or, if there's stuff there, that is. Also, that flute will be nice just for general getting around. Although not as like normally, you don't get that nice old man X entrance in Death Mountain like you do in vanilla. But here, we have that. So in those normal seeds, it's really nice to have that flute to get back to Death Mountain easily.
Not uncommon for just getting to Death Mountain to be the worst thing ever.
Not at all. Shady getting that.
Oh, we have the TR big. Oh, he must have found that in Eastern.
Yeah, that was Eastern.
Well, it'll just be 2 checks for him, but they're nice checks.
Oh no, he can get to Laser Bridge now. Oh yeah, he can get there.
We already saw Laser Bridge, right?
Did we?
Maybe I'm thinking of. I was watching Zelda play earlier. Maybe maybe that's what I'm remembering.
Ether for the mire entrance. That's interesting.
I've got Seed Bleed. I'm not even playing the game.
Seed Bleed is real.
In that case, this is actually super fantastic.
Oh wow!
This TR big.
Look what Goomba's found.
Yeah. And he's got Hammer Hook Shot for the left side, Cane Fire Rod for the right side. Just need a bow and a big key.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, if we find a big key, well, find a bow and a big key. We do have the well behind Aga too. A lot of items. If we just find the big key, we could mimic clip again. Very nice to have that cape here. Oh wait, we must have. Yeah, okay, we got 2 art containers.
These are some sexy walk skips here from Shadyforce. It's not really a super hard tech to do or anything, but to do it like that cleanly is difficult, definitely.
Oh, race game. I don't think anybody actually checked this. Let's see if it's anything good. It is not.
Get it anyway. I worked for this item.
Yeah, you really did. Maybe was hoping. Okay, he's gonna save him quick. I thought maybe. Well, I guess if you're gonna go back up, you have better ways to get to the top of TR. So did not see what Tile Room had for us, but I definitely want to continue on. Might be a different sort of Ice Armos fight. Though I do expect him to go. I do expect him to mirror out after grabbing the small key, like you do in traditional Hope Room route or Hope Room with small key. Another Misery Mire key.
I feel like Shady's still waiting, like putting off going to the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah.
But like,
at this point, you've got everything.
Yeah, there's nothing to wait for anymore. He's just waiting for his other options to look worse than that one.
Yeah.
It might be the time now. We might almost be there. Alright, so Goomba is death warping here. This is to avoid opening that key door on the right side of the screen. Because he can get past this key door to get to Ice Armos by going down the left side instead.
Which is much easier.
Which reduces the number of keys you need to full clear GT by 1. And since we also will never open the center door, that means you only need to find 2 keys to do absolutely everything.
So it's a much easier way to go. Also, there are checks on the way that he can do, so there's no reason to go the other direction. The game does sometimes make you go that way, so certainly you'll see that more often in really any key sandy, but certainly especially Crosskeys. Well, really just Crosskeys. Another pod small. See, those are all over the place. Big key 2. Desert. Ooh. And powder.
It really goes hand in hand with the small key Shady got. If these guys could just meet up and compare notes, man, we'd have this seed beat already.
Well, that would be co-op. It's not co-op. Okay, this might be the Skullwoods play from Shady.
Yes, okay. Alright, well this is really good for Shady. This will get him to his mitts. At the very least, hopefully the Master Sword too, if he remembers that he didn't open that chest.
Now, the one bad thing here on Goomba's end is if we don't find the GT Big Key, and there's no reason to believe that we will, that big chest is awfully orphaned.
Just the nature of Crosskeys.
It sure is.
No matter how much you try, you're probably going to end up orphaning stuff.
Big Key 2, Misery Mire. Well, we need that. No, we don't need that necessarily.
Alright, does he remember? Okay, he remembered.
Okay,
oh,
okay,
thank goodness.
gonna get that. Yeah, I wouldn't be nearly as worried if we didn't know that there was a sword sitting there behind
the Aga 1 sword, man.
I mean, now we know he can complete the game, and hopefully he'll get tempered. But you know, we can win. We can beat the game with Master Sword.
This is new info. Goomba did not have the fire rod, but it's nothing to remember. Okay, anyway,
Probably
but still good. Oh, that was Goomba was trying to do this really nice deboost strat.
That would have been really cool to see that work.
I remember when somebody found it. I tried it a few times. It wasn't too hard to do, but I opted to just keep doing the bomb jump because the bomb jump was at least 100% consistent and didn't rely on me being good at the game. But the deboost strat's really neat because if he hits you just right, it'll pop you over the gap there.
Yeah, and this is all in logic despite the bomb jump because the bridge there can get you over if you walk on it and actually know where all the bridge pieces are. Also, rather unfortunate that we are in Master Sword for this fight. Master Sword doing the least amount of damage on Armos Knights because, well...
Well, you just don't slash and it's fine.
Oh yeah, he's fine because he's got sword beams. As long as he can keep those sword beams. If he does lose his sword beams, you want to just switch to spins or pokes?
Yeah, beams and pokes and spins. I'll get the job done here.
He's doing a very nice job of it. I mean, it could be worse. You could come down here with a boomerang, which I believe you've had some recent.
I did a Samaria version of this fight earlier.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh boy. Oh my god. I didn't see that one. I saw your boomerang one. Oh, and a Cane of Burna was really nice before. Like, Cane of Burna Armos is almost as good as a bow. We also got a mirror and a book. Book is a little annoying. Mirror is really nice because now we can check all these other entrances.
Book's not that annoying because the two tablets are mirror locked anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So your first time you get to them, you'll have the book with you and the Master Sword.
Okay, Shady and Ice Palace now. Goomba found the back of Desert, kind of French vanilla.
But this pretty much just reinforces the idea that the game's, path to the things was, get the mitts and the hammer, then go to GT, and then find the mirror.
Yep.
But, key sanity, there's a lot more things other than what's on this, big path that's in the middle of the screen. So even though Shady's not going straight to that path and is, going to be trailing behind on these major items, it only takes one.
We still don't have a bow.
It only takes one required key, one ice rod, one medallion or something, in some horrible place that Goomba last locations for the entire sea to be completely turned around.
And not as much magic as he'd like, so it has to switch to swords and hammers. Hammerland was terrible. Just a piece of heart, but it is a crystal. So we've got... Is that... We have one... That's 6? Yeah, that's... No, he hasn't done... Okay, no swamp yet. I was looking at the lit up crystals, but I need to look at the actual bosses. So that's 4. We know where the 5th crystal is, so we're down to 4 dungeons, 2 pendants, and 2 crystals left. So next one he clears will be 50-50. Ooh, Shady getting hit by a Freezor. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's a bow.
And Shady's abandoning Ice Palace.
I think he did most of the...
Yeah, the concern is at that point he wasn't going to have enough magic for the boss.
So Goomba hasn't found Eastern.
He only had 6 of the 8 though, right?
Yeah, I don't think he got to Ice Tea. I think he was on his way there. Let's get his hammer.
Looking at his tracker, he doesn't have...
He didn't have the hammer.
He doesn't know Ice Palace is a... Oh! That's so unfortunate. Oh, how annoying!
Yeah. Well, because when Goomba found Ice Palace, he didn't go in, and then he got the hammer right after.
Right, because he didn't have the fire rod. Oh my god.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Now I understand. I grouped the mitts and the hammer together in my mind because Goomba got them so close together.
We found the front of the old man cave, which we don't really care about anymore. Oh, and there's Swamp, but we don't have a small key. Do we have this? No, we don't.
We don't have flippers either.
Even more important, if we had flippers, we could get the first chest at least. But yeah, you're right. Flippers are kind of needed. And we know Swamp is a crystal, so we will need those flippers. Whereas we don't know, for instance, the Ice Rod could not be needed because Turtle Rock is still an unknown.
Goomba has it marked as a pendant.
Oh, he does. Tracker does not have it marked.
if we trust Goomba, which I know.
I was looking
I feel like we can trust Goomba.
Yeah, I think so.
The last crystal is either going to be Eastern or that other one, Hera.
Yeah. Right, he's also got, I see he's got Pod marked as a crystal as well. Must have done a map check when I wasn't looking. Oh, and we finally get to the part of Paradox Cave we can do.
Yeah, this is a not in logic way to get here, but he's going to check these entrances after, and one of them might just be accessible. Our first bottle!
I mean, at this point, we don't have nearly as many. Well, I guess we still have all the boots entrances that could lock us, and of course things like GT, Turtle Rock. That was our first bottle. Oh, now we have Dark Death Mountain access.
All right, Shady going to desert. I think this is the first time we've seen desert.
It's the first time we've seen anyone do anything.
And
here.
Shady has the small key as well.
Oh, nice. Oh, is that Eastern maybe? Because Goomba has not found Eastern yet.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, there's a
I
bottle.
don't think it was Eastern. Something more recent.
Yeah, it might be something more recent. Let's see. Oh, that's Ether. We can check that. So 1 medallion needed and only 1. Desert hat. Oh, those are flippers. Okay, so now things have just gotten interesting. Goomba does not have that small key. Can't steal a small key because he's already beaten the back.
Well, that would be inadvisable anyway, with it being a crystal.
Sure. No, I completely agree with you there, but it's still not an option. Okay,
So did we have... Was there any connector to get to the Mire area, or was it only the
I
fruit?
have not seen a connector to get to the Mire area. This connector in desert is interesting because you can't get to it any other way. Now, unfortunately, Shady without the mirror. There's the Mimic Cave entrance, if that's important. When Goomba finally goes into desert and finds that, he'll be able to see what that is. And Shady was not.
Okay, so that's interesting. Okay.
Oh,
the behind
Crystal,
the TR big,
okay,
behind
right, gotcha.
behind Eastern. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
Eastern, but with one extra step.
Yeah, exactly. My cave. Goomba with not quite enough hearts to be able to do this without the protection of Canaburna, but he's got Canaburna, so it's all good. And Cape.
I guess he's
He can
gonna
do it.
he's gonna
Oh,
walk out on nice rod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna walk back out because he hasn't done either tablet.
No, I think that should be fine.
With the hook shot, maybe.
Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh, you made it!
Well, that was terrifying.
Yeah, maybe next time do the book check first. Before checking the entrance. This is fine. And a map. Oh, he just did a map check. Eastern, also a pendant. Yeah. Oh, that's that. You know, remember how you talked about not knowing and I mean, he hasn't even found Eastern yet, but with Eastern, with having the TR big key to get to your desert small to get your flippers, it might be a while before Goomba gets those. So Shady's gonna have a chance to do a little catching up.
Yeah, it's certainly possible that knowledge that Eastern's a pendant might make Goomba feel less willing to go there. But at the same time, knowing that it's pendant make you more willing to go there when you can't full clear it, right?
Yeah.
And you don't need the Eastern big to get the TR big.
Yeah, and he hasn't actually found Eastern yet, so it was in the Dark Potion shop. And,
yeah, that's so far out of the way. He must do it when he finds it. He must.
Yeah, you'd think so. Wants to prioritize his book, which is understandable.
TR big led to the Desert Small, which then led to the Flippers, which we definitely need for Swamp.
It's looting to 5, so this could be the play up that area. Catfish, of course, having an item, so you know you have an entrance on the way there. We also have all
it's
the
got the
mirror
Hyrule
checks.
Castle. Yeah,
those mirror checks. I'm not even sure we saw Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, we said pyramid at some point, surely. Somebody went there. I think Shady did. I'm pretty sure Shady went there when he was like running
Yeah,
around
that makes
trying
sense.
to avoid going to Skullwoods.
Okay, gonna check the front of Turtle Rock. Probably can check the fire rod locations. I think he already did the compass chest.
Oh, that's a good point. He could go backwards through Laser Bridge to get to Crystal Roller. So the TR Big may not even be necessary.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You need TR keys, though, to do that, because it costs an extra key.
You can go up the... No, that one's a backwards one that doesn't cost a key.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm silly. It's the other direction that costs a key.
Is that Hera big key?
Definitely want that. I mean, if there's something in the big chest.
Well, I mean... Oh, yeah. yeah, Hera pot is a thing. Hera Big Key joining the ranks of Ice Palace, Swamp Palace, Swamp Palace and Skull Woods as being fetch quest keys.
Alright, Shady takes down Cold Stare on his second trip to Ice Palace, this time with a hammer. But, yeah, nothing there.
Okay, I think we're gonna finish... Well, at least gonna do Helma here. It's only got one key, so you're gonna use it to beat the boss here in this situation. I don't like this 2 hearts, though.
Yeah, there's some pots here. We'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, he'll get to 5. 5 is better.
It's Goomba, right? So all 3 minutes are going to drop fairies.
No, just bombs.
Apparently
Well, maybe
not.
the turtles are
Never mind.
in that drop. In that drop table. And now Shadyforce can logically do Zora and actually has plenty of money to do it. Let's see if he does.
I bet he feels pretty bad about going there earlier.
So what do we even need at this point? I think, are we just, between the 2 runners, just missing a Hera entrance?
We need to find Hera.
And
we need the Swamp Small key.
Swamp Small.
And that's it.
Of course, Swamp Small could be in a lot of different places.
Oh, Shadyforce is the pointer.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. Because, we're watching his actual stream, and he's got, like, the boo on the side holding a shield, and my brain keeps replacing the pointer with the boo.
I mean, he does play with the boo sometimes. He's got some of these more esoteric...
When Krellville said the pointer swimming animation, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a pointer.
Sadly, just a heart container for Zora. Meanwhile, Goomba finishing up Helmasaur with 2 hearts, so, And gets a big key to Swamp.
Hey, that unlocks a single item if we get, like, 3 other items. Nice.
Yeah. I don't think that could be anything that we need. I mean, it might be a sword, because there's always a sword in Swamp. Still have that 3rd sword hanging out there somewhere. Or 4th sword.
Just go kill Aga. Get the boots. Easy sword. Where was GT?
Meyer entrance.
Okay, so we have to wait for the purple chest then for Shady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right now, given the information that we currently have, we're waiting for Goomba to go to Crystal Roller Room, which is going to be locked by going backwards through Laser Bridge or going to Eastern to get the TR big first.
Yep.
And for Shady, we're waiting for him to do purple chest without the mirror, which is so awful, and then full clear GT for all the things.
Well, oh.
And we got Swamp Small.
Where? I didn't see it. I see chat saying we found a Swamp Small, but
where did he find it?
I don't know.
Oh, Shady
Spiral
got it.
Cave. Shady
Spiral Cave. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Spiral Cave was the Pot of Happiness, the big island in the center of Lake Hylia.
I dare say Shady might be have the advantage here at this point, but it's just so hard to say. And just when is Goomba going to get back to Turtle Rock?
Well, Goomba's on his way to TR right now. Like if he continues doing these mirror checks south, that'll get him to the race game entrance, which was Laser Bridge.
Yep.
And then we also have to find Hera, which has to be somewhere.
Yeah. Always fun when your go mode is your is location, not an item.
Goomba is not continuing south.
Now he might get that big key instead if he goes into Eastern.
Got 3 entrances over here. One of them could be Hera. Where are the boots, man?
I don't know.
We need some boots.
Boots would be really nice. Oh, Blindside could have boots.
I don't know. I've never seen anything good in Blindside.
Shield. Well, Tempered Sword. Silvers. Ganon just got much easier.
Yeah, but I already had a sword, and I already had a bow.
Yeah, it's not what we're looking for.
BFD. Alright.
I mean, I'd rather have those than not have those, but I also would rather just have my...
Yeah, no, like, you feel real good about that. Tempered and silvers. Yes, please.
And it looks like Shady's going to get those too, because he's heading over here in the more traditional fashion. Oh, Ice Rod Cave. Good Ice Rod Cave. I like to call this good Ice Rod Cave because there's the other side where you have to bomb the wall and there's just fairies there. I call that bad Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, this will be Shady's first bow, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which, he might go back to Pod, because he didn't spend that last key, remember?
Okay. Goomba doing the fake flipper, gets to the portal fast enough not to worry about the enemies. That is a nasty little area to be fake flippering in. Everything really wants to kill you there.
And this is Eastern Palace for Goomba. Does he go through it? Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It was definitely a moment of hesitation there.
Shady did the same thing and decided to do Catfish first, but I think Goomba wants to mirror over at Catfish.
Yeah, because he hasn't done this
and do the flipper area.
Gets that big key, which might incentivize him to go back to Turtle Rock. Problem is, he has to follow the desert small key.
The tier big chest entrance is in Kakariko.
Yeah, that's true.
And the desert small key, he'll fall that easily because he hasn't even been to the front of desert yet.
True.
Like he doesn't even know where those 2 connectors lead. All right, so this is like he was going to be able to do it anyway by going backwards through Laser Bridge, but this is going to be a more surefire decision-making path for him to get there.
Yeah, definitely more incentive with that big key showing up.
As soon as he goes to check those TR big key checks.
Another pod small, which which you hope not to have to go back to.
It's kind of easy to write off Shady, like, oh, Shady, why aren't you doing purple chest? You know, like that has all the things. Go do purple chest. But that's not fair. It's not fair because mirrorless purple chest is awful. I like even when Goomba was in the area and was about to do it, I didn't think he was going to do it. I thought he would just go to the desert entrances instead.
Oh, for sure. No, mirrorless purple chest is one of the worst checks in the game. Like no one wants to do that. I mean, you have to do the smith first, and then you have to go back into the dark.
Yeah, and fluteless too.
Yep.
Yeah, things are getting more and more desperate here.
Also, a small key to Turtle Rock for Goomba. This might be Smith's purple chest, etc. for Shady.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Smith's at least, I think.
Hammer Pig's first, I think.
In Crosskeys, there's no danger to picking up the Smith. He doesn't prevent you from doing anything.
He wanted that purple chest.
Oh, our thieves small.
Yeah, don't go there.
Oh yeah, the rats. That's right. Okay, so Goomba's gonna splash delete here again. In order to check the waterfall. But will he get as unlucky as Shady did?
Yes. Wow.
But,
oh wow, he got out of there in a hurry. That was impressive. But he can't do anything.
It knocked him out the entrance. All right, so it ruined his fake flipper, so he had to leave. But at least he didn't die.
No, he didn't die, and I mean Zora didn't. Zora, I think, had a heart.
Well, yeah, same
He's not
thing.
Miss
But
bad. Yeah,
you don't feel as bad. Yeah, you lose less time
for sure. Meanwhile, Shady's gonna make quick work of Moth with a tempered sword. Lots of magic, so
easy peasy.
Okay, we are going back to Pod.
Oh.
Let's see. I don't think he checked the big chest, and probably big key chest.
I guess he's gonna because he just saved and quit. I guess he'll scum. No, he didn't save and quit. Never mind.
No, he fluted.
Yeah.
Well, the big chest he can just bomb jump to. I don't recall him getting the.
Is it the big chest that he's missing? I thought it was Harmless Hallway.
I thought he didn't have the big. Maybe he had the big key the first time through. I don't remember. He must have gotten the big chest the first time through.
Well, we got the single arrow though, so that was totally worth it.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go. We're in the. Are we not in the TR area?
I don't know. He's going to Hyrule Castle.
Oh yeah, we still haven't seen any of these. I mean, one of these almost, I wouldn't say has to be, but there's a really good chance Hera's over here.
I don't know. I'm not tracking all the entrances, so
No.
I don't want to. I
have a hard enough time tracking my own interests when I play this game. Trying to track two people and oh, by the way, shout outs to Biliberal and Norinato for doing said tracking. These are new entrances for us. Let's see if we can get anything useful in that bottle. A red goo's not bad. It's better than a bee. Oh, we're gonna get a Smith tour here. Oh, Shady going to the back.
This is where we are right now. All right. Well, if you're of the mind where you're gonna double dip Thieves Town for one check, you're probably also going to do the purple chest like right away.
Oh no, that was the Eastern Big Key. He doesn't go back to that, does he?
If he was gonna go back, he would have done it right then.
No, he just got it.
I know, but I mean, like the portal was there.
Okay. Okay, now he's in.
All right, this takes him to the desert key.
You get the desert small.
And he'll continue through this to Laser Bridge.
Yeah, I think so. Well, shoot, he has enough keys. He could actually finish this dungeon if he wants to. He could kill Trinex. I don't know if he does, but he could.
Yeah, in Crosskeys, the dwarf will follow you everywhere, unless having a follower messes it up. What I mean to say is like if you pick up Kiki, it'll delete him. You can't do dig game still because followers don't work with that. But like going through entries and stuff, I think Crystal's following deletes him as well.
Yeah, Entrance is a little more liberal about what
Yeah,
you can,
very,
where
very
you can take your
lenient.
followers. Hey, Bugnet.
The purple
I'm sure
chest.
Shady's excited that he got that Bugnet.
The purple chest will still not let you enter things, but he'll wait outside for you.
Yeah, Big Bomb the same way, except it will not wait out for you because it will explode. Actually learned that firsthand recently. Okay, so Goomba, are you gonna kill Trinex here?
Oh god, he can. You're right.
He can. He totally can. Oh, he can also mirror. Oh wait, no, he's gonna go. Doesn't. Okay, he is gonna kill Trinex. I assume he scouted that because.
Yeah, he must have.
He must have scouted.
I don't remember him doing it, but
because you can't choose to put that off until after killing Trinex, because killing Trinex will put you at the top of TR, not at that last entrance. We did see I did not see what was there, but we did see Mimic Cave there from Shady. Okay. Chat saying he has scouted the race game, so...
Alright, help me out here. Do you ever remember seeing Bonkrocks, the interior?
No.
How about Agina's Cave?
I don't think so.
Chess game?
Definitely not chess game.
Hammer pegs.
I don't think so, but that one I often confuse with some of the reviews.
Or because I gotta,
yeah.
the interiors. I'm talking about the interiors.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I got a list of all the ones that have items. I'm trying to figure out which ones we're still missing. I think that's it. I think it's just those single item ones.
Oh,
we have seen Agina's?
We've seen Agina's, okay.
So just chess game, hammer pegs, and the Cackwell.
Yeah, Cackwell is behind Aga 2.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
when
the
Shady
answer,
gets
Vicky,
over...
it's just on Pen and Armos, you guys. It's gonna be fine. Okay, now Goomba goes to desert. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
yes,
like.
Yeah, this looks like a desert play from where he's.
Well, okay, never mind. Magic Bat.
Wait. Oh yeah, no, that's reasonable. I mean, it's not that far away from the portal. No, that piece of heart gave him a full extra heart, so...
Woo.
Okay, Shady with the purple chest. Okay, now he's going to the Dark World, so not sure there's anything else here other than to get to that desert play. Shady gonna save and quit with that flute to activate it.
This is undoubtedly go to desert. Yeah, he's switching a hammer for the hammer peg house. So desert for Goomba is 4 items plus 1 that he can scout, and 2 entrances. Like this is like severely dense compared to his other options.
There are those flippers.
Mimic Cave is Hera, maybe.
Yeah, actually, that would be interesting. We've seen the Dark World location of Mimic Cave, but Shady did not have the mirror at the time.
Other possibility is the booch checks. I don't think we've seen 3 of them.
Yeah, we saw King's Tomb because they came out.
Yeah, I think only King's Tomb. So we have Bonk Rocks, Link's House Bonk Rocks, and Bomb Shop Bonk Rocks.
Oh, there it is!
There's Hera.
Oh, ouch.
Just sitting in a Mimic Cave.
Oh my god, that's rough.
Why didn't Shady do that earlier? Alright,
Yeah.
the mirror.
Yeah,
Because
the
he
mirror
didn't
is
have
important.
all these other things.
Okay, so Shady is missing at this point just that mirror, I think. And he just needs the entrance. So
Yeah,
he's going to get
mirror
that
and
mirror
entrance.
and leave. He's not going to be baited into climbing GT.
But how long
items.
is it going to take for Goomba to find the small key out of Spiral Cave? Probably not that long, honestly.
Where was Spiral Cave entrance?
Spiral Cave is Pond of Happiness.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So Goomba just got these
Clue.
flippers, so he's probably gonna like, all right, well, I'll go do a hobo and
Go
Pond
do
of
some
Happiness real
flippers.
quick. Oh my god, it's Spiral Cave. Go through it. Oh look, that's Goomba. It's all planned out.
Yeah, Shady going to get to the back here, get that mirror, and it might take him longer to get back to the to that Mimic Cave area.
I mean, it's possible he'll like go
He
to
might
Eastern
beeline
or
it.
Meyer first, but yeah, I'd be thinking because I just got the flippers. I'd be thinking the flipper lock checks first. Goomba needs the Swamp Small Key, which is in Spiral Cave, in the Pond of Happiness. And Shadyforce just needs to finish doing GT to get his mirror, and then find Hera at Mimic Cave.
So yeah, so my question is, how quickly does Shady get over to Mimic Cave?
It's gonna take him a while. Like it wasn't a very accessible entrance, you know.
Yeah.
And then the mirror unlocks so many things all at once.
Yeah, Shady working on damaging himself down so he can do this death warp after getting the small key. Now he has to be careful not to die before getting the small key. Okay, where are we headed now? Oh, yeah, this makes sense. Oh, hi, sick kid.
Oh, I didn't write down sick kid.
10 arrows.
Oh, sick kid's not on my list. Oh, that's why I didn't write down sick kid.
Not sure where Goomba's headed here.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember what's over here.
Well, we saw the whole dark shopping mall area. I thought.
Oh, the island. It was a small key.
Oh, yeah. So
Right,
yeah,
that makes
okay.
sense.
No,
Because
that
like,
totally
oh,
makes
this
sense.
is probably the swamp key or something, right? Yeah, okay.
All right, if you know there's a small key hanging out somewhere, easily accessible, you just grab it. But it's just a pod small, so
Just a pod small. That's harmless Hellway.
It is harmless Hellway.
No, this leads into the flipper checks. He'll do Pond of Happiness right after this, I imagine.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense. Because you can do the hobo here, then hit the Pond of Happiness, and then in his mind, if it's nothing, he can then quickly get over to Zora. Meanwhile, Shady is going to get his mirror very soon. It is faster to flip to 8 from there than it is to flip her all the way.
What? No, it's not.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I always assumed it was.
Oh, Goomba!
No.
Goomba! Goomba!
Oh,
Okay,
no.
okay, all right.
This is reasonable.
He's just gonna check the other entrance first, and then he'll do it. Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
that
it
makes
scared
sense,
me.
'cause
I thought he was gonna orphan it.
Cave's one way, so you know you want to do your other stuff first and then go in there.
Oh my god!
He's gonna do Zora first. Okay, this is
Goomba,
fine.
why do you do this?
He's gonna do Zora. Then he'll come back. You know, he knows it's an item.
Oh, he's scaring me, man. Because like you go all this way, and you're like,
Shady was going for the D boost too, and yeah, just fell off a little bit too soon. I really wanted to see it work. I like seeing new and/or unusual tech. Went for it again. You only got 2 hearts on Shady. Is he? I think Powder was in here, so okay, so he has Powder. He can, powder the anti-fairy before going in. Oh no. No. Can't fall again.
Shady.
This is bad. And save and quit from Goomba. Let's see if he flips back to 8. This is the way the game intends you to do this, is to light that torch and then walk.
He's going right back, right? Surely.
Surely? Yeah? I mean, It's an item?
Yeah, he's going back. Okay.
The biggest problem here for Shady, even though he's going to get this mirror, even if he went straight to that Mimic Cave entrance with the mirror, he's got so many crystals. He's got so many crystals that he hasn't finished yet.
I mean, he has to find desert too.
Yeah, and
he'll find it right away because it's right after GT. But
yep.
like, from his point of view, it's like, ugh. And one or both could also be boots locked. So it's like, oh my god.
There it is, Swamp Small for Goomba. That is Go mode. Just needs to go do Swamp, and Swamp very quick in Go mode. Shady's gonna find Swamp pretty quickly as well. Unfortunately for him, probably full clears it. No, wait, no he doesn't. He has everything he needs. He just needs entrances.
Well, I mean, he just needs the Hera entrance, but he doesn't know that he can reach it.
That's true.
I would imagine. I would imagine him
on the way
too.
Checks? Do you check the thing on the way? Yeah.
I would imagine him to do Swamp and like skip left side for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you gotta be thinking like, oh, I might need boots still.
Yeah, because there's still those 3 boots entrances. Boots is probably either on the GT climb or in that cack wall that we will never see now. Very nicely done, yeah.
Goomba getting bullied. You shall not pass. Oh wait, iframes. That's right.
And Goomba, on the other hand, I don't know if he even checks anything, because at this point, the boosts don't really do much for him. Maybe he checks. I mean, there's 4 chests that are very much on path. Yeah, he's checking them. You want that.
Nice little double take there on the silvers.
Classic, really. No, Goomba's not gonna check these chests.
Wait, you checked that one, but not the other 2? What?
The other two aren't. I mean, I would think it'd be. You don't have to push a block for the other two. You'd think those would be quicker.
I don't know.
I've never timed it.
He's not looking for anything either way. It's so weird to do
mean-
that one, but not the other two.
Boots would be nice. I guess. I mean, to get to Ganon a little faster, I guess.
Yeah, I would like just the walk to get it.
Pretty much it. Yeah. The Boots probably either in here or I guess there were a couple of hero checks we didn't do. Also could be, like I said, probably in the GT climb, because why not? You know, or behind the GT. We never found the GT big key. Is that right? Yeah, we never found that.
No, we never found it. Very surprising with the well locked behind it.
Yeah. But there's a small key to GT. Got all those.
And that'll do it. 7 crystals.
Yeah, go mode in Crosskeys is very, very quick once you get there. Just rush some dungeons and go drop down into Ganon.
The only thing Shady needs is to find Hera, which was at Mimic Cave. Shady actually found the connector to the TR bridge much sooner than Goomba, but did not have the mirror at the time.
Oh, Ganon? Work with that hook shot. Already in phase 3. Tempered plus silvers, it should be a pretty quick fight from here.
Where was the connector that led to the TR ledge?
Good question. Oh, didn't quite get that triple, but should finish him off here. There
Desert,
it is.
right?
Oh, that's right. It was a desert entrance.
And down goes the Ganon. GG.
GG to Goomba with an official race time of 2:06:33. That's a pretty good time. No boots even. Never did find those boots, sadly. Yeah, looking at Shadyforce, I imagine that he might still be checking for items, because I don't think
Yeah.
The tracker says he doesn't know what his pendants are.
Well, regardless, he has to keep in mind that Hera could be boots locked. So
Yeah, that
checking
too,
items on the way to checking entrances makes a lot of sense.
Yep, absolutely. Now knows that Eastern is a pendant with that map check.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time until he runs out of like not terrible entrances and goes back to desert.
Yeah, it goes back to the terrible one. You see that we have Goomba joining us. GG's.
Hey, thanks.
What a seed!
Right, that mid game was
Do you-
disgusting.
Do you know?
Yeah,
do you
it
want to
was.
know where the boots are?
Do I? Probably not.
Well, I can't tell
Well,
you
keep
because we never
watching.
found them. I
I
have
was
no
gonna say-
idea where the boots were.
Keep watching, maybe Shady will find them.
Probably Kakariko well, I would imagine.
Yeah. I don't know, that could be in Swamp Palace, I skipped most of it.
Yeah, it could be, or it could be GT Big Key somewhere in Swamp Palace to lead you into GT. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I had many checks left when I got the Swamp Small, so...
Mhm.
The big play, like that makes the largest difference between you and Shadyforce was you found the Skullwoods Big Key before going to Skullwoods.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of assumed as much.
That was the main thing. There's other little things like you after getting the mitts, you made your way to Purple Chest faster than him, but like that's the main thing is that you had the Skullwoods Big Key on your first trip to Skullwoods, where he didn't. So when he found the Skullwoods Big Key, it was like it's just one item in a place where I'd have to save and quit from. Ugh.
And then he also
Yeah.
skipped the chest right there that had the sword, which was a bit worrisome at the time because we knew
We
that the
remember
sword you
later,
just
yeah.
weren't ever getting. that lumberjack sword was just gonna sit there and rot. So
Yeah, I like to go into Skullwoods and, like, look and see if the layout is stupid or not, and I saw the
And,
layout
yep.
was stupid,
yep.
and I was like, man, I have the entire Dark World open, I don't have the Fire Rod or the Big Key, screw this, I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah, understandable. Alright, unfortunately, this is the point where Shady did forfeit, but hopefully that means he can come in and join us and talk about this seed. Now, he's right now looking for the Hera entrance. When he got over to the Turtle Rock entrances, did not have the mirror. So
Yeah, makes
It
sense.
just took him too long to get the mitts and then the flute that he found everything
Yeah,
else
no,
first.
that chain of, like, the mitts to the flute to the mirror
Yep.
was just kind of
Mhm.
gross.
I was actually really surprised that you did Purple Chest at that time, because like you had just found the desert entrance, which was 2 more connectors and 2 items, and instead you pick up the Purple Chest.
Yeah, I just have an irrational hatred of desert paths.
I mean, granted, it wasn't that great without boots or big
Yeah.
key or
with no
small
with no
key.
keys. Like, I didn't have the big key, the small key, or the boots at the time, so it was just
Mhm.
kind of okay. I can get one chest and walk for a minute and
and stare at
probably
another
end
one.
up somewhere where I want the mirror anyway. So I'll have to come back later and screw this.
Mhm. But you had another pretty nasty chain there to get to the flippers, and thus the swamp small. I mean, you could have broken the swamp small, but
Yeah,
he did that earlier because he had found Eastern and got the big key to Turtle Rock, which made him gave him more incentive to go back there to
Yeah,
get
the Turtle Rock big key.
desert small, to get the small key, to get the flippers, to get the swamp small. So yeah.
Yeah, I also appreciate that the GT small key on Argus logically locks the mirror. That's just wonderful.
I didn't even think about that, but you are right. That is the case.
Like, because I had 2 GT small keys when I did the basement, and the mirror required 3, and then shortly afterwards I got a 3rd one that was locked behind the mirror, so I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Welcome, Shadyforce, to the voice chat. How you doing, Shady? GG's.
Hey, GG.
Yeah, GG Shady.
So we were talking with Goomba before. The big difference between you guys was just the mitts sequence, mitts to flute.
I think the big difference between us is that Goomba's actually good at this mode. And, I'm kind of a headless chicken running around, not really knowing what I'm doing.
No, I mean, like you had like some overworld deaths that you wouldn't have expected, like somebody who plays Crosskeys all the time to have, but like people die on the overworld when they have 3 hearts, no matter what. It's not a big deal.
It's tough.
I was
It
sure I
was-
was holding left at that bird. I should avoid him if I'm holding left. When
Yeah.
I'm off the ledge, but
You
I
should.
don't know how he got me.
Yeah, I always hold up left, which I feel works
Maybe.
better, but I don't know. If I have a sword, I make a point to just charge a spin.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did it.
Absolutely.
I did it the 4th time I went off when I had my sword.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just-
Shady,
Just don't quick hop.
do you want to know where Hera was?
Where Wait. Let me have a look at my tracker and see. Where's a good place for Hera?
Or bad. You were really close at one point. It was not accessible at the time.
I mean, if it's like the spiral cave, like the Turtle Rock Mimic Cave, one of those guys.
Mimic Cave.
Yeah,
Mimic Cave. Yeah.
I was thinking because I like it's annoying to get to. It was on my radar because I saw them light up as soon as I got the hammer and the mirror and everything.
Yeah, the
All
routing
things light up. So
the routing for
very easy.
Goomba, it was just like it ended up being more convenient. Like he found the Skullwoods big key and then went to Skullwoods, and then he found the mirror and then went to the desert entrances to find Mimic Cave. Where like for you it was a lot more double dipping, and but I don't think that was a reflection on how good you are at the mode or anything like that. It's just Crosskeys.
The mode was going pretty well for me. I think I was on course to sub 3 this season. So
You were probably going to finish the game in like the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I was probably going to end up...
Like all you had to do was...
Well, there's a lot of
Dungeon Rush.
diamond in the pyramid. And,
Well, it was just go to Mimic Cave and do Helmsworth King.
Yeah. That's true. Didn't have to go back to Turtle Rock, Mire, or Eastern. So
Yeah, that's true. I got my goodies from there and left.
I was so annoyed when I got the Eastern Big Key, like right after the Eastern dip.
I know.
Especially because, like, it's not unreasonable to route that sequence in such a way where you get the Eastern Big Key right before finding Eastern, and I was really worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, screw the pyramid. I don't want to walk to the pyramid. It's stupid.
No, definitely
Like,
not.
especially when the well is in the pyramid. Like, I just want to get there by killing Aga 2 at some point.
Yeah. Oh, we did have the fun. I mean, it's good no one found the GT Big Key because that's like 9 items.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that, you just kind of have to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing was, like, at some point during the seed, I kind of ran out of things to do logically, and I ended up current jumping over to find Eastern, like at the Dark Witch's Hut. I don't know what I was missing. Was I missing a connector or something?
No, it was the
no,
Skullwoods big chest. You had access to the mitts.
Oh, Skull Big. Yeah, okay. I left the another item in Skull as well. I forgot to open the map chest. And
Yeah, and you did remember.
And the myths led to the hammer as well. And then, that was another one with Ice Palace. So when Goomba went to Ice Palace, he couldn't do anything and got the hammer right afterwards. And Shady, you got there already with the fire rod, so cleared as much as you could, and then got the hammer right afterwards. So that's definitely feels bad.
I had no magic or anything, so I was like whatever.
Those things could hurt you in like the short term and then help you in the long term. Like for example, like Goomba did Skullwoods and had the big key, but he didn't have the fire rod. So like if that entrance had been something, then you had that on your first trip or on your second trip back there when you came back for the big chest. Like it could have gone the other way so simply.
Oh, sure could have. Yeah,
there's so many variables in Crosskeys, you never know.
I think mostly I'm happy with how I played in this. I knew I was a huge underdog against Goomba anyway, and I'm kind of glad to get him out of the way in the first round because now I'm going to drop down to the 0-1s where I'm going to face.
I don't know. There's some scary 0-1s though.
Which is like Bonta and
just don't get Bonta or Andy. Guys. Meanwhile, I'm going to fulfill my destiny and play against Drac.
Oh,
yeah, probably.
And Allison gets Zelda. The usual.
I'm looking forward to the Goomba Zelga. It's going to happen at some point.
Well, that'll be a good one when it does.
Likely. Swiss does tend to.
Who's the player to beat? Who's the player to beat, in your guys' opinion? Of all the entrants, who's the scariest?
I assume Lynn's in here.
Are we saying Lynn?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Lynn and Zelda, but I almost think Goomba's probably edged.
Yeah, I think it's Goomba too.
I think it's Goomba.
I mean, I can't say myself because I'm
you
sure you can.
Lynn, probably. Zelda? I don't know, one of the two.
No, definitely good choices for sure.
I think I have the worst track record in Crosskeys against Drac. But I feel like Lynn and Zelda are overall stronger players. It's just Drac's playstyle meshes against mine really poorly.
Yeah, that can happen in
Funny how that
Randomizer
works,
in general.
Well, we ran out of things to talk about, you guys.
I mean, there should be if there's anything y'all want to add before turning back to Kenora.
I just want to say that flute and mirror behind purple chest is disgusting, and this should feel bad about itself.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Right?
And no boots.
Anywhere? No boots? Like.
We're guessing GT somewhere, Cackwell, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea where the boots are, but probably in or behind swamp somehow. I don't know.
Left side swamp, gain a survey key.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of dumb places it can be. Like if it was Ganon behind the boots, and so many places it can be, even when you have 7 crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Bye.